Morning lads and welcome back to Planet Coaster. Today we are aiming to make the fastest roller coaster ever. So as always with all my Planet Coaster challenges I do, if you want to go do it yourself, please be sure to go do it. And be sure to tell me how your response went. Just send me a response in a message, make a bit of a video and send me the link and we'll see who can get the fastest roller coaster. This is a challenge at the end of the day. And as with any challenge, we have the goal, the fastest speed, and therefore we need to start somewhere. Now here we have every roller coaster possible. Any roller coaster we need in the game is right here. The main thing we need to do is figure out which one is the fastest. Now we have three launched roller coasters here. We have Torque, we have Launched Hydraulic Sprint 500, and we have Launched Hydraulic Zenith. Now I believe that the hydraulic launch will be the fastest, but you want to know what? We'll do a bit of a test just to make sure. After all, if we want to make the fastest roller coaster in the world, we gotta make it as fast as possible. That means we gotta use the fastest kart, the fastest track, the fastest beast, the fastest methods, the fastest everything. Yeah, boy, there we go. So the whole point of this test is just to simply see just how fast the natural launch is, how fast the hydraulics is, and then off that we can then obviously build a faster roller coaster by doing loops and turns and that kind of stuff. Right, so our test is going well so far. We've got the two roller coasters ready. Now, which one's going to be fastest overall will really come down to one factor, and that there is air resistance. Now, I don't really know if this is actually simulated in Planet Coaster. It's probably not, but drag or air resistance will play a key factor in defining which one's going to be the fastest. Here's the thing, they will both reach 175 miles an hour. They both have the same acceleration of 20 meters per second or 20 meters a second to the -2. So they both will obviously reach 175 miles an hour by the end of the straight. Now, air resistance should be really, apart from maybe friction from the rails of the track, should be really the only thing slowing it down. Because obviously at the minute we don't really have gravity on play that much, you know, we're not trying to go up. So naturally, any air resistance is going to slow it down. Naturally, I believe this has more air resistance, probably for the fact it has two massive flipping tires sticking out of it. So with this having less drag, it basically means on its own it'll be able to go further because there's less air that will be acting on the surface, therefore there'll be less of a stopping force. Now I know you're probably also thinking, some of you may be thinking, well, doesn't it matter which one's heaviest? Because obviously which one's heaviest might go slower or might fall faster. The reason why this is because both objects, no matter how heavy they are, this could be 1,000 tons, this could be 10 tons. If you remove all air and just have a vacuum and drop a cannonball and some feathers, they will both fall at the same time and hit the ground at the same time, no matter the difference in mass or therefore weight. So I've set them both up on test. I've actually paused it so they'll both start at the exact same time. Now obviously they should both reach here at the same time technically, because that's how this really works. So we've got ourselves our front row seats. We're ready to watch the test, ladies and gentlemen. Let the races, that was the wrong button. Let the races begin. Oh, dearie me. Oh, no. Okay, so from that actually pointless test, we can conclude that they both do move. I don't really know what the point of that test was. I could have just looked on here and just found out that they both actually reached 175 miles an hour. Oh, it's completely pointless because it doesn't actually give you tests because it crashed. Right, okay. It doesn't give me a test. Oh, for God's sake. Okie dokie. So we've wasted all our time there doing that to literally prove nothing. I don't know why I did it, but whatever. Anyway, the whole thing now comes down to this. We are going to do it with the Zenith. Now, as I said before, it will probably have the least air resistance, if that's even a simulated feature in this, which I don't think it is. And therefore, I just think it'll just be better. Now, naturally, more momentum will allow it to carry itself over a longer period of time, but we just want to reach a top speed. So, naturally, it doesn't really matter. Nothing matters. Nothing matters in this world. Now, my plan is to start high. The reason why is because then we won't have to push it upwards in order to get some gravitational potential energy. The idea then being that we can transform this gravitational potential energy into kinetic energy, and this kinetic energy, which will basically be velocity. And a higher velocity / speed, the better the challenge. And the less chances you lot have of winning. Anyway, let's get building, shall we? All I complete right now is trying to calculate a path, and it somehow worked. How the hell did it come up with that? Oh my god. Well, if the gravity and all the G-forces didn't kill you, that in turn will surely throw you out. Anyway, we've finished our first little test run. Hey, the Zenith Super Speed Mark 1. Ladies and gentlemen, let's go. It's not too bad. Oh no. Oh dear. I can feel the speed increasing. Oh, no, here we go. We've hit it. Oh, no, here we go. And all the way up, where we probably won't actually even reach the top. Oh, we will. We will. Would you look at that? It worked. It's complete. Your ride is too scary. Guess what? I want to ride it. I don't know what's scary about this. Nah, it doesn't go too fast. Nah, what are you on about? Holy shit-a-moly. 247 miles an hour. The average speed is 131 miles an hour. The biggest drop is 367 meters. The maximum vertical G-force, 135 times Earth's gravity. What? Now, everybody, as much as I'm proud of our little accomplishment, I still believe we can do better. I believe we can go faster. I believe we can build a better coaster. Now, I know you're thinking, how are you going to manage that? I'm asking myself the same question. I have no clue, but I'll try some twisting and turning, and let's see if we can rank up those numbers.
Pump those numbers up. Those are rookie numbers in this racket.
Ladies and gentlemen, the laws of physics have granted me an option to get faster. That's right, we can alter friction. Alright, so now our friction multiplier is only 0.3. We're 0.3 times the friction we had before. This means that we'll have less resistance from the track. And if air resistance isn't actually a factor in this game, which I don't know, it might be, it might not be, that will also mean this thing will only have 0.3 of a force acting on it. Which kind of makes some sense, but kind of doesn't. That actually doesn't make really any sense. Oh well, who cares? Let's give it a test. Jesus Christ, the speed! You ever seen anything so fast? Oh, yes, you can feel the speed. Oh, feel the wind rip your mouth open. Whew. Oh, shit. 255 miles an hour. Why? How? How is this possible? Why did you let this happen, April? Why? Why did you do this? Look at me. Why did you do it? Oh, no. 255 miles a flipping hour. I tell you, son, these numbers. Oh, I don't feel well. That's a bit too fast, I think. This roller coaster is officially faster than the fastest ever recorded speed of a Bugatti Veyron. Yeah, not quite the Bugatti Veyron. That's 288, but we're getting there. Oh, I just need a moment. I just need a moment to breathe, man. 255. 255. That's faster than anybody's car, unless they own a Bugatti Veyron or some kind of dragster or some kind of other fast car that goes over 255 miles an hour. Why? How has this happened? Physics, why have you let me down? Why don't you make this thing go to 300? Oh, 251. Well, that's a bit shite, isn't it? Let's be honest, I was expecting something a little bit faster. I was expecting 280. I was expecting 5,000 miles an hour. I was expecting this thing to just escape from Earth's gravitational influence and just slingshot off into the next galaxy. Albeit that'd probably take quite a while for it to do that, but whatever. I've just noticed as well, you can select other roller coaster types to spawn. So since this was actually slightly higher up, I'm going to try the Zenith and see whether it's actually just a little bit, whether it's the track that's slumming it down or whether it's the roller coaster. You see, now we're doing real science. This thing only reached 248 miles an hour. Okay, so naturally we can concur that this is a not as good track. But what I did just remember is that we actually forgot to reduce the friction. Ah, that's what's causing it. We are gonna make this the best thing ever ridden in your life. There we go, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get ready to rock and roll. The highest speed to ever be attained on Planet Coaster history will be this run right here. 256 miles an hour. We beat the other one by 1 whole mile an hour. That means this thing is 2 miles an hour faster than a Bugatti Veyron at the fastest ever recorded speed as a world record. Now, naturally, I found out, I think, that the Spirit 500 is actually a better kart, I think. I think it goes faster. But we'll test it now with the Zenith to see whether this is true. If the Zenith gets 255, which we got on the other one, or something less than 256, then we know that obviously this roller coaster is good, but the coaster itself, the kart, isn't as good. The results are in. This only reached 255, certifying that the Spirit 500 is indeed a faster roller coaster kart. But we haven't tried using other forces such as spinning. So naturally, we're just going to go ahead. We're just going to have a quick look, see whether spinning can help us increase our speed. Auto-complete! Oh, it's auto-completed it for me. How nice. Right, there we go. Let's go ahead. Let's give this a little bit of a test. Naturally, we're just going to remove the friction multiplier instantly. There's no point sitting there with it on. Speeding and... oh my Jesus! Woo! 256 miles an hour max speed again. Right. So no matter what, it seems like there's no way we can actually increase speed. Naturally, the fastest speed I can seem to get this thing to achieve is 256 miles an hour. Therefore, ladies and gentlemen, I challenge you. Yeah, you watching this far. Good on ya. I mean, if you're watching this far as well, you must want, you know, share, like, subscribe. Self-plugging. But yeah, as I said, give it a go. Let me know how yours went. If you want to make a video, by all means, send it to me and I'll help and try and share it, because I just would love to see everybody try and have a go at trying to get this thing faster than 256. I have no clue how anyone's gonna do that. But as always, hopefully you did enjoy this video. Thank you for watching. If you did, be sure to like, subscribe, and all that good stuff. Share it around. And be sure to keep it blocked here on the Block Room. Oh, that outro though.